want you to place it on Stan's finger and say to him the words that formally unite you in marriage.
Okay.
Ani,
Lidodi,
Vidodi, Li. Now look at him and say, I am my beloved,
I am my beloved,
and my beloved is
and
mine.
my beloved is mine.
Beautiful. Wonderful. All right. Now, I'm going to read for everybody from the Ketubah. This is the Jewish marriage license. Everybody gets to see. Hopefully you'll get to see this framed, hanging up in their home. This was signed and witnessed just moments ago. And I read for you what the Ketubah says. V'shishi b'shabbat hamisha asar yom l'chodesh adar hasheni. Shnat chameshet alafim u'shva meot shivim v'shesh. Livriat olam l'minyan she'anu monin kan beboker Raton, Florida. I usually get a laugh on that. Ve'artzot habrit. Ech hechatan Shmuel Meir ben Zebul. Amar la lahada Giorta Rina bat Avraham Avinu v'Sarah imenu. This ketubah states that on the 6th day of the week, the 15th day of the month of the 2nd Adar, in the year 5776, corresponding to the 25th day of March, in the year 2016, the Holy Covenant of Marriage was entered into here in Boca Raton, Florida, between the groom, Stanley Perlman, and the bride, Irene Ross. The ketubah states, as we share life's everyday experiences, we promise to strive for an intimacy that will enable us to express our innermost thoughts and feelings, to be sensitive at all times to each other's needs, to share life's joys and to comfort each other through life's sorrows, to challenge each other, to achieve intellectual and physical fulfillment as well as spiritual and emotional tranquility. We also promise to establish a home committed to our Jewish heritage and linked eternally to the community of Israel, a home filled with respect for all people, a home filled with love, learning, compassion, and integrity. V'hakol sharir v'kayam, everything herein is valid and binding. So, Stan, Renee, in addition to the signature of the witnesses that have been placed upon the ketubah, which makes this legal and binding, in addition to the rings that you exchange, which are the payment that the bride and groom make to acquire one another in this marriage, there needs to be a physical action on part of the parties of the contract. That's the two of you signifying your acceptance. So Stan, if you're ready to undertake these obligations, I want you to take the ketubah from my hand and offer it to your bride. Renee, as you take the ketubah, there you go. You thus acknowledge to live united together according to our Jewish tradition, and as our tradition teaches us, the ketubah is the property of the bride. It's in your hands. Very good, Stan.
You followed the clue.
Yeah. Good boy, chick.
Now it's in your hands, it's your property, but if you'll let me, I'll put it aside and I'll make sure you guys get this back so at the end of the ceremony. Okay, good. Beautiful. And now we're going to take in hand the second cup of wine. That's this one. For the 7 blessings, the Sheva Brachot, of the wedding ceremony. Interestingly, the word 7 in Hebrew, Sheva, is the same 3 letters of the Hebrew word Sylvia, meaning fulfillment and attainment. For it's through these 7 blessings you now attain your desired state of becoming husband and wife. And as these blessings read, and I'll translate after I'm done, may you both be fulfilled with much love, joy, harmony, peace, and companionship throughout your life together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem debut havnito v'kin lo mimenu binyan adehad. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam sos tasis v'tagel ha'akara v'kibutz b'neha letocha besimcha. Baruch atah Adonai Misameach Zion bevadneha. Sameach tisamach reim ahuvin. Kisamechacha yitzircha begad Eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai misameach chatan v'chala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'chala gila rina ditza v'chedva ahava ve'achava ve'shalom ve'reut Meher Adonai Eloheinu Yishama be'arei Yehuda u'chutzot Yerushalayim Kol sason ve'kol simcha Kol chatan ve'kol kala Kol mitzalot chatanim mechupatam Uriarim mishteh neginatam Baruch atah Adonai Mesameach 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 hachatan imakala. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You create the fruit of the vine. Okay. Very good. So far, excellent. You guys have done fabulous. Now it's time for me to share my great wisdom and insight with the two of you on how to make couples who have found another love in their lives.
Yes.
And it is so joyous. It is such an honor for me to be here with the two of you and share this special moment.
Thank you.
And I pray that the joy you have today and that you share with one another will be as infectious to others as I know it has been for me in all the times that we've met and seen each other. Clearly, you bring the biggest smile to her face I've ever seen in my life. And I know how anxious Stan is and how it is so wonderful that you have found each other. This past week, we started a new book of the Torah, Vayikra, Leviticus. And how appropriate, in the first week that we started a new Torah portion, you guys started a brand new chapter in your life together. And interestingly, Vayikra, the Torah portion, Leviticus, begins with all about sacrifices. And that's what marriage is. It's about sacrifice. It's about considering the well-being of the other and knowing that if you're looking out for the other person's well-being, well, there's very little you have to do to look out for yourself because they're doing that for you. And I know that the two of you are so committed to each other, to be there for one another, that clearly the sacrifice you make is one of great joy to be there for each other. The sacrifices, there's all kinds of sacrifices. Beautiful marriage with many years of happiness, health, and joy.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, you have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives here in front of all your family and friends. Therefore, in accordance with the Jewish religion and the law of the state of Florida, I do hereby proclaim you to be husband and wife in the sight of God and all mankind. Now,
Mazel tov.
You didn't have to tell us.
I wasn't ready for that. I'm going to give you a final blessing. Okay? Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May the light of God shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasev lecha shalom. May God always lift His face with favor upon you, and God grant you both peace. Amen.
Amen.
Now, you're going to break the glass, Dan. Okay, are you ready?
Go ahead, Stan.
Right there. Mazel tov! Kiss your ear. There you go. Simon Tobit, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov.